I'm here with another explainer video. I'm going to go over solving just a regular inequality. All right, so here we go. Solve the inequality and express your answer in interval notation. X squared plus 8x minus 7 is less than 0. All right, so I've decided I'm going to solve this with the complete the square method. It's the fastest. So you have to isolate the c value, the constant. So to isolate the -7, you add 7 to both sides. That gets me here. To complete the square, you take half of b and square it. So the b value is 8. Half of that is 4. 4 squared is 16. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do to both. So I added 16 to both sides. The whole point of completing the square is so that it factors real nice and neat. So the left side factors to be x plus 4 all squared. And remember, this number here is always exactly half of b. Half of 8 is 4. And on the right, 7 plus 16 gives us 23. To solve, we need to get rid of the square. So we square root both sides. When you square root an equation or inequality, you have to write plus or minus. So we get plus or minus the square root of 23. To isolate the x and solve this, we have to subtract the 4. We write that in front of the plus or minus. And here's where I cheat a little bit when I solve inequalities like this. I like to use the number line method. It makes it visual. So we have two answers on the right side here, 1 plus, 1 minus. Well, the plus, the square root of 23, is going to be bigger than the minus. So we know that that's a greater number. So greater numbers go to the right. So I wrote that on the right side. And the minus is going to be smaller. So I wrote that on the left. And one shortcut when you're graphing inequalities is if it's less than, then you know your graphs are always going to meet in the middle. This is a bad drawing, but it gives you an idea. All right, just like the one you see here. And if it's greater than, well, that's when they go away from each other. You know, one side heads to negative infinity, and then the other side heads to positive infinity. Switch colors here, so. Oh, this is so bad. And then the other side, but the point is not the entire line is highlighted. Just one section going one way, one going the other. So that's a shortcut. So because this was less than, I knew that they were going to meet in the middle, just like these here. And because there's no equal to signs, I knew to use the open circles. And when you write it in interval notation, you use parentheses to let people know it wasn't included. It wasn't equal to. So you read this as -4 minus the square root of 23 to -4 plus the square root of 23, all exclusive. And that's that. So continue to send me your questions. Good luck to you.